Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another week of Taking High Ground Fridays. I am happy to be here. Solo dolo right now. Dylan possibly can't make it in, but not guaranteed. Either way, we'll probably be at a strong hour tonight, but it's a lot to talk about. So we'll see how it goes. Either way, let's get into this. So there's obviously a new season out, which is the Chapter 2 remix. We're in the first full week of it. Obviously, tomorrow we'll be going into the second week. And I'm enjoying it, y'all. I'm enjoying it a lot. And to be honest, I'm enjoying it way more than I have some of the past couple other seasons. Specifically, though, I have really been enjoying the uh the reloaded season, but we'll get into that in a second. Either way, Inky, bro, glad you're here, bro. Vixie, JL, how you been enjoying the season? Obviously you only been playing Fortnite for a little bit, but this has to be a great experience for you. uh Rice, what's up? Yeah, man, I've been enjoying the season a lot, honestly, and obviously it's only a month, but it's been great. Bone Staple, what's up? Once again, if y'all just coming in, don't know if Dylan will make it in or not, but we'll be at a strong hour tonight. It's gonna be a short one. But yeah, so I think the thing that I've been enjoying the most is definitely the reloaded. Obviously, the chapter 2 map in the regular battle pass has been amazing, ranked and everything like that. But yeah, man, I have been enjoying it a lot. Especially that if y'all don't know, one of my favorite POIs is Paradise Palms. And the fact that the whole reloaded solo map is based off of Paradise Palms in the desert is just it's top tier for me. And those are going to be rotating as well. A lot of game stuff to talk about. But also, I think y'all know me. I play duels from time to time, but I'm really a solo player. So the fact that Reloaded came out with solo and the way they rolled it out with the two lives and everything like that, and then you get the shield at the end of the game once the storm closes in. I think it's to the seventh circle. I can't remember for sure, but it's been great, man. How do y'all feel about the new season and what we would consider the OG season, but this is the remix season? Dylan dressed up for Halloween this year. No, right? I don't think he did. He should have pulled off a double on that. Yeah. So yeah, I've been really thinking about something else. Don't want to rush into the content too quick, but definitely have to go to this next one as well. Uh Most Staples, you ready for chapter 6? Yo, I feel you on that. I'm To be honest, Bone Staple, the only I'm gonna enjoy this for sure. But what I will say is that I'm looking forward to seeing how the storyline continues and even just how they roll out into a new chapter. It should be interesting. I think that they it's gonna be some form of samurai season for the first season. So that should be interesting. The We're gonna learn a lot over the next couple weeks. So that should be crazy to see. I'm really interested in the direction they go after this because Charlie Wynn has been knocking it out the park. Charlie Wynn and the team. I don't want to just give him all the credit. But the development team and everything like that has been amazing. Another thing though is regular battle royale is definitely getting a lot of its market share taken away. What I'm getting at with that is with the ending of the remix season, Fortnite OG returns permanently in December. All chapter 1 seasons, season 1 to season 10 will return monthly. Only OG loot plus supports for both builds and zero builds announced at the finale and or the game awards. Now what this is getting at, shout out to HypeX for this info, but what this is getting at is that, yeah, if y'all didn't see, chapter 1 is coming back, but it's coming back in a unique way. It's coming back more so so the best way you can explain it is each month the chat it will go to a new season. So starting in December is going to start off with season 1 of chapter 1, and then it's going to go to season 2 the next month, and it's going to go all the way to season X. Now the thing behind this is, which is going to be a lot of the conversation tonight, is that iTalk brought this up, that this could possibly mean that OG skins are coming back, right? OG battle pass skins. If you're new to the game, you don't know. The whole thing with the battle pass is that it's exclusive to that battle pass, and you once that season is over, you can't get it. Obviously, those rules have changed recently. So I think it was I think it's chapter 5 season 3, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember what season it is, but after that season, after 18 months, you can those skins can end up back in the item shop. That wasn't the case before. And so now what we have is, could we possibly see Renegade Raider could we possibly see Renegade Raider come back? Could we possibly see Aerial Assault Trooper come back, and the Omegas and the Pillies all the way up to Season X? And a lot of people are saying that it's not possible. But what I talk is getting at is that there is a loophole. It says when Epic Games talks about about that season, they say within that season. So the loophole that Epic Games can do is that if they bring back Chapter 1 Season 1, Chapter 2 Season 2, bring it back in the proper form, they could kind of get away with it. Now, a lot will come with that. Um, but I'll have to say this. I'll give my opinion on how I feel about this. I've been playing since Chapter 1. I've been playing since Chapter 1 Season 3, but the first battle pass that I got was Chapter 1 Season 4. And I'll be honest, I know I have a lot of exclusive skins, but I would not care if the skins come if the battle pass skins came back. The reason why is that I have a lot of skins in those chapters, in those seasons that I really love, but I want people to appreciate them as well. And I do think this is one thing that I want to say on the people that has drawback on these skins possibly coming back. Let's be real. There's probably a small percentage of those players that still play the game to this day. And I'm talking about specifically like Chapter 1, Season 1 through 3. Those first 3 seasons, a lot of people say the game is dead. A lot of people that own those skins say the game is dead, or they say that or they just don't play the game anymore. So I think somebody that comes in and that's new, I it's been 7 years, bro. It's been 7 years. I understand the that it can be a little bit of semantics behind it, but I think Epic Games is going to find a way. I think it was iTalk that mentioned it in his video about them getting an exclusive style just the same way as this purple skull trooper, pink gold trooper. I think that they can do something like that, and I think everybody will be fine. Now, people will be pissed if they see Renegade Raider running around again, but I get both sides. I get both sides. But I'm almost positive if those OG players, including myself, not Renegade Raider or anything like that, but including myself, if you get an exclusive style with this, I don't think it. I think everybody will be fine. It'll be a little bit of a boil over, but I think it'll be cool. So let's see. Yeah, Vixie, OGs would definitely hate this, but Vixie, the thing is, I was really thinking that same thing, and they will be mad. But most of the people that's gonna be mad, they're not playing the game anymore. I think we all can agree with that. It is a small percentage. I would say it's probably like 10% that is still playing that game, and not only that, still running with those skins. Those skins would be Renegade Raider, people still run with, but I mean, how many people really have that skin? We can even look at the Fortnite GG and just see how small of a finite percentage that is. So the exclusivity, the rarity, it is important, but we know that Fortnite is getting away from that. They really are. Like, they're getting away from that exclusiveness, and if they can find a way to get out of this and please both sides. So if you get I don't know what variant is the best right now, but let's just say you get a form of exclusive skin like a pink goo trooper or a purple skull trooper for Renegade Raider, for Aerial Assault Trooper. If you get that, I think the OGs can still be happy because you still have that exclusive aspect, but also new players and players that missed it can also get the skin as well. So it should be interesting to see how that plays out. Yeah, Bone Staples, exactly. I agree with this as well. A lot of people that is playing with Renegade Raider, they didn't start off that way. They didn't start off that way. And if you have been playing a game for a while, or even if you have been researching a game like JL, he's new to the game, but he knows a lot about Fortnite still. Uh, you know that the amount of people that was playing the game in Chapter 1, Season 1, it wasn't a lot. Not only that, it just those players are just not playing anymore. Like I said just a couple minutes ago, and to Bone Staples' point, the one when you do see a Renegade Raider, and sometimes when you see a Black Knight, those accounts were purchased. So Fortnite really can knock out a lot of birds with this one, to be honest, because they can also take away that black market that they don't like. They're not a big fan of that, and a lot of accounts is getting deleted. I mean, a lot of accounts get messed up with that. Obviously, an account like iTalk where he merged his accounts and then it ended up messing up his overall experience because he had to get rid of his skins got deleted because his account was taken away. So those type of things is just really it's really a thin line between that, if you ask me. Yeah, yeah, JL. Like, I mean, if I'm being honest, it's not too many skins that I want from. So I missed the first three battle passes. It's not too many skins that I really want from that. And if I'm being honest, I mean, like, okay, Royal Knight, but I'm not gonna wear Royal Knight. There is truthfully better skins now than it was back then. It's just that those ones are rare and exclusive. Even like a Renegade Raider, I will wear, but it's not gonna be my main skin. It's just it's gonna be interesting to see how that is. Now I'm an anomaly in that, and the numbers say I'm an anomaly in that because Renegade Raider has over 120, I think it's like over 100,000 likes, and I think about close to the same amount of wishes. So a lot of people will play with that skin, and I think she will shoot up and probably make them a lot of money. So it'll be interesting to see how that happens. Yes, JO, he did get his account corrected. He got it back, and I think Epic did well by him. I think he got his tickets back to refund, and I think the skins that they refunded, they also gave him that back as well. So I think he's all in good standing. Yeah, I'm glad Jo is too. But also it's gonna be interesting because I'm very interested of how they're gonna do this because if you think about it, so you have Battle Royale, right? You have Battle Royale, you have Reload, you have obviously Battle Royale also has no builds as well. You have creative, uh and then you also have now you'll have this OG season that's gonna be permanent and is gonna switch every single month. Fortnite is making it where once again, me and Dylan talked about this before. Fortnite is making it where every department is really gonna have to do their job to stay relevant within the game. I'm wondering what this is gonna do to Battle Royale, and I'm wondering if Battle Royale is gonna hold a. I'm trying to figure out how the storyline is exactly gonna not maneuver through this because you still tell the story through Battle Royale. But I really think that obviously selfishly, I love it as a collector, but they really have to come out with comic books. They have to because Battle Royale is not what it used to be. You can still tell the story there, but how many eyes are going to consistently be there? Obviously, you have the cutscenes, the beginning of the season, but if you want to dive into the storyline deeply, I do think that they have to come out with comic books. It just because the game is evolving. I mean, literally that OG season changing every month is going to take a lion share away from Battle Royale. I mean, everything is taking a lion share away from Battle Royale already, but this is really going to do it. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Um, Yo, JL, appreciate you with the super sticker, bro. That I appreciate that a lot. THG appreciates that. Yeah, thank you, bro. Last month, Vixie, 4 weeks now. JL is a month in. That's crazy. Yo, Dirty Dan, what's up, bro? Yeah, so I think it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. Another point I wanted to bring up from kind of tying in last week. So yeah, I know how the kicks release, aka sneakers release next week. I think it's Wednesday. I was thinking about this, y'all. I was looking through all my skins. I'm preparing to switch out some sneakers. Obviously I know Lux is gonna be first, but there's a whole bunch of other ones as well. But I think that this is going to really benefit the sweat skins once again, because I think the simplicity of the sweat skins and just the casual wear that a sweat skin usually has, I think is going to play heavily into the kicks. It's going to be fun to see, but also you see Fortnite is going to do more fun style uh, sneakers and kicks as well. Like they're doing the shark slippers. That's going to be great to see. I think this is going to be my favorite cosmetic by far. I said this last week, but I literally been anticipating what I'm going to exactly do. Yeah, man, I can't wait. By the way, this drink keeps stopping. I'm gonna knock this over, guaranteed. All right. So yeah, so I think that that's the thing that I've been most excited for. Still, uh, bro. I'm bone. I'm trying to listen, and I'm not even gonna lie. This is not just because this is THG. Like, or with some Air Jordan ones on is gonna be crazy too, bro. Like, I also was looking at that new the new Hush style that a lot of people didn't like because of the shoes. That's gonna change. Also, y'all know that Lux skin that came with Calamity and that that Midas fish, that pack. Yo, them shoes on her is dead trash. So being able to switch those out is gonna be fun as well. But we have to remember to start off is gonna be the 500 most popular skins. What that means, I don't know. I don't know if Lux falls into that. So we'll see how that goes. I do know that by March, I think they said by March is going to be at 95% can wear them. So I guess we get to see who's really the popular skins in the game next week, because the first 500 will be worn. And obviously, I know that even though, uh, like if you think of a skin like what's the skin that, like Wildcard, right? Wildcard has about three or four styles that's like in that what I would consider the top 500. Now, once again, it's a great conversation for collectors. I was looking at it. I'm like, okay, so what are they going to consider top 500? Obviously, they have deeper statistics than we do, but if we just went off of what we have offered to us, right? Fortnite, like matter of fact, let me just pull it up real quick. So let's see. If we go to most used, right? If we go to most used, and let me make sure this is on here. Okay, yeah. So if we go to most used, I was scrolling through. Y'all know I really be looking through this stuff. So 500. So if you look at like, where is it at? Okay, so here's the cutoff for a million usage and skins, right? Million usage is one of the top 49 skins is at least a million. Obviously, you see Clinical Crosser, Salty Striker, and Commando is flirting with that. But to be honest, getting 30,000, getting, 48,000 and things like that, and even the 4,000, it definitely can take some time if it's not being highly used in that season. But if you come down here to 500,000 usage. 500,000 usage is about, let's see. So double agent hush is the cutoff for 500,000 usage, but on average, like having 300,000 is a lot of usage. So if they go with usage, I would say, I mean, if you go to 500 is like right here. This is not popularity based, right? So I think they'll take some statistics from usage, but more than anything, I think it's going to be, let's see. Let me see if I can find what I'm looking for. Uh, no, I don't want to look for that. I can never find this on. Let's see. Oh, here you go. All right. So if you look at like best cosmetics, like popularity, like if you see the numbers right here, right? So you got Pilly with 61,000, Midas with 57, 67, uh, Fish Stick with 56. There's not a lot of skins that's over like 30,000. So I wonder what the number is going to be for popularity. That's going to be very interesting. It's going to tell us a lot. Like it's going to tell us exactly how they dissect popularity. So if you have some of your favorite skins when the Air Jordan ones come out, try to switch them out if they don't let you. That let you know that it might not be in that 500 top tier. Because that is you think about it, it's 1,800 skins now. So 500 is not that big of a market share. Is a big enough, but it should be interesting to see what happens. Yo, I'm playing. Oh, I'm glad you said this, Jo, because that's what I meant to ask as well. Yeah, so Vixie, so you can add it next on, I think it's November 13th, November 13th. So next week, Wednesday, I believe that's Wednesday. Uh you would have to unlock TNT Tina's second page, I believe it is. I will have that set and ready by then. But yeah, so that should be fun. And yeah, Schwartz, Dylan had to handle some stuff family wise and just some family time. So he probably won't make it in, and we'll probably be going hard a hard hour tonight. So that's how it's pretty much gonna go. But JL, I am glad that you brought this up. What is your favorite skin from the small battle pass this season? Um that chaos, what is it, director? Is it chaos director? The female chaos agent, pretty much. Yo, that skin is fire. That skin is fire. They did really good on Meowtis. Is that how they said it? Yeah, they did. They did really good on that one, but that chaos director is fire. The new TNT Tina skin is fire, but the one ball, yeah, yeah, I know how I feel about eight ball. Eight ball is fire. I do wish with one ball they would have did all the pool balls though. I wish they would have done that. That would have been dope. Kind of the same way they did the knight from the OG season. I forgot what her name exactly was. Yo, Bone Staple is crazy, bro. Like honestly, yeah. So it's like when it comes to like specifically like the female skins that can be sweaty, specifically, it's like every year Fortnite hits at least one out the park. Last time was the last OG season for me because Renegade Links want 10 out of 10. Renegade Links was 10 out of 10. Chaos Director 10 out of 10 for me. And it was obviously skins in between there as well. But this Chaos Director is definitely one of them. Really mess with that joint. See, that's crazy. So like so Schwartz, like it shows you how many skins really come out because Schwartz, I promise you, I think the last time I looked was probably maybe 2, 3 months ago. I looked at the total. I think it was like 2 or 3 months ago. I looked at the total and it was in the 1800s. The fact that it's 19 over 1900 is crazy. So yeah, they're taking a nice little percentage out of that. So I'm interested to see what the 500 is because if I'm being honest, 500 is a lot to start off with because there's not like if you think of usage, so I mean usage, you get to like the 100,000s by the time you get to number 500. Then you think of popularity, there's not too many skins that's in that like 30,000 likes and up. So I wonder how they dissect popularity. I'm very interested. It's gonna be great. Y'all know I'm gonna pay attention to it because it's gonna be another statistic that I'm gonna use. So it's gonna be fun to see. Yo, JL, shout out to you. I'm glad that you're finding a way. I was seeing that you were talking about like storage and all of that stuff. Uh and I'm glad that you're finding a way to balance that out and especially if you're going to use the vault and everything like that. I know you were considering that. Yeah, man, it gets crazy. I try to keep mine pretty concise. I try to keep mine pretty concise. But for the ones that have mass collections, I think the vault is amazing. And Dutch Goo made great points as well. Just having a kind of like an archive and like a almost like a I mean, it is technically a portfolio, it's pretty dope in that instance. Um, yeah, man, it's gonna be dope to kind of see you navigate that. Yeah, the minigun is insane, bro. Like yo, those joints is crazy. The Eminem minigun. That was, by the way, that was really creative how they did that. Yo, yeah, listen, that man, I think that cross between content is always fun to find. Like when you find people that connect with each other like that. Yo, also, I really wanted to talk about like yo, so I was looking through the tier list, right? Obviously if you have exclusive if you have the pro membership, by the way, if you don't have the pro membership, you can go to fortnitecards.com and you can sign up. We obviously give exclusive gifts for the members. I don't have my max card, but I'll show you how the card in a second. But you get exclusive gifts and things like that through the pro membership, and you get access to an extensive checklist, and it's going to be much more coming. But either way, I was talking about I was thinking through the tier list again. We're going doing the top 50. Yeah, series. Kyrie brought it up in the group chat. I mean, in the Discord. Series 2 is so underdeveloped in what's what. Like it literally is underdeveloped. And I will say Dylan's not here to say his side, but I'll say it was a grave flaw of ours to leave eight ball off the list last year. Once again, if you're a pro member, you can go and listen to our whole thought process. Um, I feel like my personal me and Dylan. So if y'all don't know, when THG does the top 50 list, Dylan makes his top 50, I make my top 50, and then we discuss it and we kind of pair it together and find a place. For instance, two cards that I can point out specifically was me and Dylan was pretty far off with Fish Stick. I think it was fit. No, it wasn't Fish Stick. It was the Pump and Ghoul Trooper last year. I think it was either Pump and Ghoul Trooper or Fish Stick or something like that. And so with our list, we kind of find a happy medium to build it out to give THG the THG 50 list. And I think some more Series 2 cards are going to end up on there this year. We'll see how that goes though. Yeah, bro. It's listen, it's I'm telling you, it is I think I have it over here. Let's stop putting stuff. This is I'm telling you, so like if you're a member, so this one. So you have Max right here. Max is this is definitely one of our favorite ones so far. Uh Obviously Dylan did the cracked ice overlay. Uh and our artists, we really made sure that we pulled this off the way we envisioned it, especially with the tattoo and everything like that and the star one. Uh Richard was the winner for this one. So this was the TAG exclusive from the Fanatics Fest when Dylan went, and then Proto was our original, and we came a long way since this one. Proto was our original one. We're going to do another Proto as well, and we're going to do another couple other characters. This is going to keep growing. It's just a great thing for the pro members. Yeah, yo, like this man, I can't believe how that one turned out. Yo, it was, and you know the artist we use is obviously an artist that has multiple skins in the game, and the way she catches the vision is pretty insane, and it makes me and Dylan have to kind of take our time because we get excited about it, then we be rolling out like 4 or 5 characters at a time, so we're trying to pace it because she's really good with just getting the vision across, and we have definitely some more up our sleeve. Yo, and like so I was also thinking about the let me see if I can pull it up here. I was This is pretty crazy. So let me see if I can pull it up. Ever see the Comic Max? No, no, I haven't, JL. Let's see. Yo, so I was looking at obviously series 2, right? So series 2, this is the cracked ice only right here, as y'all can see, making sure y'all can see this. So there is 79. So there's 79 zeros graded, right? You have the Ice King, which is at 65, and then you have Ultimate Knight at 64 with 14 gems. So Ultimate Knight is a harder grade than a lot of people think. Ice Queen, we know about Ice Queen already. Aura is at 56 with 27. Obviously, that yellow card, y'all know how this is. Aura with 50 with 2 gems. Lynx with 6 out of 48, and then Hush with 10 out of 45. This is another one I think people sleep on when it comes to like how hard it is to grade. Most of the time is Hush. Singularity, Prisoner. But what's very interesting about this one is just seeing how different and how many more were graded um since the last year. Like obviously I just got Chaos Agent in my collection, so I looked at this one recently, and I think it was like 8 and 25 last year or something like that. But he was, whatever the number was, he was at 50% last year. He dropped down to 41%, which was always interesting. Me and Dylan talked about it before, like the difference between like Chaos Agent and Manic's gem rate. So they're both red cards. Manic's gem rate is 5 of 33 for 15%, where Chaos Agent is 14 for 34 for 41%. So it shows you obviously colors do have their thing, but even some cards within that, it just is extremely hard to grade. And it's still crazy to me how hard it is for Manic to get a gem. And I think that I was also looking at I think Sparkle Specialist brought this up, but if you look at Aura, right? The cracked ice Italy. is kind of the difference between those two is pretty crazy. And it's just not the case for everything. But you have 27 to 56, but 8 out of 37. And then if you go to something like Chaos Agent, the cracked ice, it looks like these will be pretty much I think these will even out. But the reason why I bring up the Italy is because the way those are packaged, it's just going to be very interesting to see how that plays out because them having, I still don't know like what that middle card is. If anybody has opened enough series to Italy, let me know. Like because I want to see how hard it's going to be to grade some of these cards because there's obviously three cards in there. There's I wonder what those middle cards usually are because those are obviously the most protected. So it's going to be interesting to see what that plays out and if it's going to have some similarities to the USA or if it's going to be something different. Then also, let me see if I can check. I want to check one more thing. Also, let's see. I can't find it. I can't find it. Yo, Jake, what's up? What's up? So yeah, also we have one more. Richard did do verses. I don't know if we're gonna do verses this week, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So Vixie and Deadeye is a legendary, right? Was the legendary in the middle, or was it in like was the legendary? What's the combination for Italy? Like so for that pack you put, it was legendary, and what was the two other cards, and which one was in the middle? That's what I really want to know. I think at some point I might have to buy a couple boxes, especially because I like the cracked ice a lot. I think they're highly slept on. Then we got to see the where is this one at? Also, while we're in here, Kari was talking about. I went back to. I forgot to go back to it, but what do y'all feel the top 10 Series 2 cards are? If y'all had to go off the top of your head. Oh, wait, that's crazy. So it's a hollow in there. Vixie, do you remember what the three cracked ice that was in there? So first was a hollow. So obviously the hollow is on top, and then you have a cracked ice in the back. Yo, that's crazy. So it's four in the pack. Yo, Series 2 Italy mega boxes, that's gonna be a conversation down the road. I don't know if the conversation is gonna be good or bad when it comes to pop report. Who knows? But the fact that you get a hollow and three cracked ice in there, we don't know how the breakdowns are. I haven't seen too many people show too many breakdowns. I know West Drum has opened a good amount. I don't know if Dan has, but I just haven't. I don't know what. So, Kyrie, I'm trying to figure out right now the breakdown of Series 2 Italy mega boxes because like when you look at if you look at the pop report for a lot of them, obviously it's not that many graded, but like if you look at Aura, like Aura is like 8 of 37 or something like that, where obviously for the USA, she's almost at 50%, if not at 50%. So what was Aura Ice King? Okay, so you starting off with Aura Ice King. Oh, Kyrie, we're also I just asked them what their off the top of their head what the top 10 for series 2 is, basing it off your conversation in the Discord, because I completely agree with you, Kyrie, that there is no foundational direction of what the top is for series 2. And I was saying how when we do the top 50, for me personally, because y'all know how me and Dylan do the list, but for me personally, I think it might be a little bit more series 2 in there than last year. And I think that the because okay, so for instance, I seen a lot of people naming cards in the Discord. One I didn't see pop up too often or often enough was JT, what's up, was Pillybone. Pillybone has had two auctions recently and he sold very well. I think it was like 700 and 600 or 600 and 500, something like that. Um, but I haven't seen too many people say that, but I know he's always been in the mix just because it's Pilly. But Pilly is selling pretty strong. And I think what really helps Pilly Bone is the fact that Pilly is in series one, Pilly Bone in series two, but they're very similar cards, like in distance. And then you have the yellow on yellow, and then you have the purple on yellow. If y'all know anything about color theory, that works really well together as well. It's a good mix. And y'all know that, like, I'm not the biggest Pilly fan, but I love the cohesive aspect of that. Uh and I think, like, when it comes to pairing cars together down the road, that's gonna be a pretty big pairing. So I'm interested to see where Rustler is a popular one for a lot of people, bro. Kari said, my thing with Pillybone is I think his price is high due to current collectors. I don't think the price will crash, but other cards should rise above it. Yeah, Kari, I was thinking the same thing. One thing I'll say though is like, to your point, I felt the same way. One thing I'll say is, like, if we go, so let me just share the screen one more time. So we go to, my mic is always in the way when I'm trying to type. All right. So if we go to Pillybone, right? So here is, I think this is based off of price. Yeah. So here is, so June 4th, 2023, his auction was 815. June 2024, which is literally a year later, 685. So it held pretty strong compared to other cards. February had a 377 raw, and that was, yeah, that's, is that Italy? Oh shoot. Dang, that's crazy. But Kari, I was interested because it seems pretty consistent. But I did feel the same way that you did. I'm interested to see if Pillybone stays there. I don't think Pillybone is like number one or anything, but I do think he's stronger than people may give him credit for. Yeah, JT, this is another good point. So this is what's crazy about series two. Aura's price crashed. If I'm being honest, Pillybone price stayed pretty consistent over the past couple of years. Um, Another card that's been consistent after the major spike. So if y'all don't know, 8 Ball had two major spikes. And I know these specifically because they were set collectors. After that, it corrected, but it corrected and kind of stayed consistent after that. It stays in, I think, like that 300 range for raw, and it had a couple high sales in that. Let me see, I can actually pull that up just so we can look at that. But so if we if we look at 8 Ball, I cannot. Oh my god, I really gotta fix this setup. All right, so if we look at 8 Ball, right? So he had these two. This It was really one major one, to be honest. It was this 1500, right? This is November 11th, 2023. You have March 2023, which was obviously before that. That was 950. That was a that okay. No, it was actually these two. These two were pretty strong. Like that was like the first time we seen like 950 for 8 Ball. Then you have July 2024, 850, July 2nd, 2024, fixed price, both fixed price at 799. But these were, and we remember how this, it was a little situation that happened with this. This was Optichrome. I forgot his name, and then it was obviously Matt. But two strong cards there, raw sell for 400. And then this was a PSA 9 8 Ball for 510. He's been selling fairly strong over the past couple years. So yeah, it should be interesting. Yeah, so okay, let's go back. Richard said we all know Bull Shark is king of S2. So Crystal, and then you have these like, yeah, I brought up, like, also Crystal and Ruby. These are like anomalies because these are two popular skins in the game. They also are very hard to gem. I know Kari brought that up as well. He brought that up with Echo. Um, in like Ikari has it right here, like Lynx, Ice King, Aura, Haze, Crystal, Hush, Echo, Mecha Team Leader, Zadie. These are some big cards in there. Um, I also agreed with Kari in the Discord when he's talking about the Ice King. I know him and JT was having a conversation about it. I know this to be true too because I was actually searching for an Ice King during that time. The prices I was getting was insane. Finally found a price that I was willing to work with. But yeah, Ice King is an interesting one. But to JT's point, he hasn't had the public auctions to prove it. So that should be interesting as well. Yeah, S2 is crazy. Yo, get hyped. So this is another one that was interesting because the thing with that tripped me out about Bush Ranger is like Bush Ranger's PSA 9 sells for dirt cheap, but the PSA 10 sells through the roof. So that one is going to be interesting for me because Bush Ranger does have the popularity in game. Uh the PSA 10 is sought after. I don't know if it's a hard gem. I actually never checked for Bush Ranger. So we can see that real quick. Yeah, so he's seven. Bush Ranger is 7 for 17, seven PSA 10s out of 17 total for 41%. So it's just a natural. His PSA 10 sells really well, but the nine doesn't, quote doesn't. But yeah, it should be interesting. And Kyrie is making it clear that he is not saying Aura is overvalued or anything. It's just perspective. Yeah, because the reason why we're even having this conversation is because I at this moment, I think a lot would agree that Aura is number one. Not everybody. We have some resistance against that, so that should be a conversation as well. Um, yeah. So this, yo, Rustler, you did spawn in the chat when you heard Rustler, bro. Um, yeah, so the thing is with Aura is that Aura is for people that don't know, I'm not gonna just assume. I think the worst thing some people can do as content creators is just assume everybody knows what we're talking about. So I will go and share the screen again. Um, so when you go to the let's see, so when you go to most used, right? This is all time. Aura is used 11 has been used 11.8 million times. The next closest is Surfwitch at 11.5, Backlash 10.8. This is also another reason why people didn't like that I said it last year. But I don't think that every superhero skin should be in the same conversation. If you did want to group them together, I would say that you could probably get away with doing Backlash, Jotara, and Polarity as the top, but the rest of those is just a drastic, like Dynamo Dancer is at 1.8 compared to the set third lowest at 7.6. So I definitely think that Backlash, Jotara, and Polarity, they're close enough in numbers. I mean, a million one is pretty crazy, but they're close enough in numbers where you can group those three together. But Aura is 11.8 all time. Most purchased skin. This is it's just honestly she gets the love at the price because it's only 800 V-bucks consistently in the item shop, but it's kind of undeniable for what Aura really does. Yeah, I agree, Kyrie. If what Kyrie is getting at is that Aura is about in that 800 to 850 range for a PSA 10 right now, and I think that's proper. Um, and it's a couple skins that it's gonna be interesting to see what people think about what Series 2 really has to offer because it does have the meme skin of Bush Ranger in there. Shout out to Richard for making me almost say Bull shirt of Bush Ranger in there. So it's gonna be interesting, especially because if you look at it, Series 2 runs usage. Like it really does. You have Aura, you have Echo, you have Series 3 is Iron. So Iron Siren. So that's a great one. But you also have Zadie in here, Tigress, which I feel Tigers is kind of steadied off a little bit. Um Manic, Crystal, you have a lot of series 2 in the top percentage, especially in that 1 million percentage. And obviously you have Chaos Agent rounding it out. But yeah, is I think that series 2 is just very underappreciated, especially because of what Kyrie brought up. Is not a clear cut or it hasn't always been a clear cut number one. Um, Chase card, it's changed, is it has some ebb and flows. And I think once it becomes more consistent of what that top five is or what the top five sought after it is, because if you think of like a Ruby, a Echo, and cards like that, they are very sought after. They're very sought after compared. The prices really don't get to show it because those cards are rare and epics, which are harder to find, which are harder to pull. So it's going to be interesting to see how Series 2 matures, especially over the next year, especially if a new product comes out. If a new product comes out, Series 2 is already treated like the middle child, but it could get a bump up or it could, get blinded in there somewhere. So we'll see how that plays. Let's see. Uh yeah, 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 bro. Like, man, series one, pulling holofoils was crazy. So Warfighter said, do you think Donald Mustard doesn't like signing, or is he trying to keep his population of autos low? I don't know, but it does seem like it's a needle in a haystack when you see a Donald Mustard auto. Uh Maybe he is trying to keep his pop low, especially because to Warfighter question, you if we all notice, and JT can attest to this as well. Donald Mustard's a collector himself, and we're not talking about cards. We're talking about comics and original art. Donald Mustard is a collector. He has original art. He has comics, so he might really understand what it means to have an auto, especially of that nature. So maybe he is kind of chill on that and don't want to give it out too much. I can see that being true or a possibility. Yo, Brendan, what's up? What's up? Yeah, JT. Do you see the Russo brothers doing signings? Yeah, exactly. Like i- it's interesting because you don't want to assume. I think Donald Mustard understands what his autograph represents, and I'm not saying like value wise or anything like that, but I think he understands that it's a respected auto. So yeah, I can see that. Um, and I would only assume that you will only see about maybe 3 to 5 as time goes on, and then maybe it open up more. Maybe he officially does a signing in a new venture. I can see him being at a Comic Con eventually. But he seems like he's in a place where he's kind of more isolated, at least for right now. I know sometimes with creatives, you can kind of go in a box when you're doing a new venture or something like that. Yo, Richard, you should do it. Yo, Richard, you know what's crazy about Sammy, bro? Like, so Sammy, the connection I have with Sammy Watkins is me. This was the first draft me and my Sammy Watkins draft was the first draft that me and my father-in-law watched together. Like, and I remember the Bills is at number 10. We were projected to get Mike Evans or Eric Ebron. That it was Mike Evans, Eric Ebron, or Odell Beckham that we was going to draft. Uh, and then when we moved up, that was crazy. I thought we won, bro. I thought we won. And then then you think about it. So in that draft was Odell Beckham, Landry. You had Devontae Adams. You had uh, dang, who else was in there? Uh, I don't remember what I just said, but that was one of the best wide receiver classes ever. So Sammy, he always had these nagging injuries. It wasn't the best years in Buffalo when he was there, but it was the turning point. He was a part of the turning point. It didn't work out. He did win some Super Bowls after. But Richard, I'm big on Buffalo Bills wide receivers. My favorite, I actually Robert Woods, Stevie Johnson. Uh, my all-time favorite is Andre Reed. But yeah, I can go on and on about that, but I'm pretty sure people get pissed at me. So I'm not gonna do that right now. But we might have to talk about that, Richard. Yeah, that 2014 class was wild. Even wasn't Cook in that wild class? Cook from that was dang. Who else was in that class? The wide receiver Cook. I think Cook was in that class. I can't remember for sure though. Yo, I got a Tyrod Taylor Gold vinyl. Yeah, yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, JT, exactly. Like if you get a I think that Donald Mustard would eventually do a panel or something like that. I mean, he had a pretty major impact in gaming and and I won't say a major impact in the comic book world in totality, but specifically just the connections and stuff like that. I could see him doing one or two at least, maybe like 5 years from now, a little bit more seasoned or something like that. Yeah, Warfighter. That was an amazing fight, bro. Amazing fight. Yeah, I Tyrod Taylor's uh I don't know what was it 2016 or 2016 his gold vinyl. Yeah, I got a little bit, I gotta do my Bills fandom sparingly. Once they have moved on or something like that, or I mean, Tyrod Taylor got us to the playoffs. That's undeniable. So, and then we went into the Josh Allen era. So I had to have a couple Tyrod Taylor cards. Yeah, I actually like I like the rookie. I mean, not the rookie. I like the contenders tickets. I like the contenders ticket a lot. Obviously, it's cracked ice, and it goes great with my Fortnite collection. So I like the contenders tickets a lot. Yeah, don't get me started on the sports. We might have to do a THG sports branch off at some point. I'll be trying to, yeah, because y'all know how I talk. And then if I start talking about sports, the people that really like Fortnite, and we have a major international uh collectors base that considers football, you know, what we consider soccer, so I don't want to ruin them with that too much. But I'll be trying not to talk about sports, but it's hard sometimes. You know what I mean? Especially it's peak season right now. Everything is going on. Everything is going on. No, I'm not gonna do it. But we are getting close to the time of ending, so I might chip in some sports talk right here. I I'm nervous, man. The AFC is heating up right now. It's gonna be crazy. Oh man, got it. Patrick Mahomes at home next Sunday, so that should be interesting. I know I'm a season ticket holder, so that's gonna be nuts. But yeah, yeah. If obviously we getting close to the end, obviously we could talk a little sports here and there. But if you have any more Fortnite questions, please let me know right down here, and we can definitely cover that. Yeah, no, Richard, you know how it is, bro. It's NFL season. I'll be trying to hold it. I'll be trying to hold it in, man. No, recent pickups will go into next week, Kyrie. It's just easier with two. So we'll do recent pickups next week. Uh Richard did have two verses, but I think I'm gonna hold the verses till next week. I think just the two opinions on screen kind of works better, especially because you know is me and Dylan agree a good amount, but not all the time. So I think it gives a good balance to the conversation when it's both of us. So I'll hold that off till next week as well. But yeah, I was going through my collection, and y'all know I try to have a minimalistic collection. Um, I definitely have a good amount of series two left to go though. I think 10 is guaranteed. I have to have my top 10, but it's a couple more in there for sure. What parallel of S3 would you hold long term? Oh, in your collection long term. Yeah, Kyrie. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely gonna be laser. First of all, shout out to you and JT. That's the only two I know in here for sure that have a Midas PSA 10 laser. Shout out to y'all for that. Uh, Brendan. The hoodie. Let me see. What was it? Fulfill. Let me see. I think Brendan. I got this one a minute ago, but I definitely can find that one for you. And I'll put it this way: worst case scenario, if you're not in a Discord, if you're in a Discord, you can message me there. If not, you can message me on Instagram, and I'll give you the link if you're not in the Discord, bro, you definitely should join the Discord. It's in fortnitecards.com. It's easy to find. As soon as you go on the website, just click the tab and you'll see the Discord there if you haven't already. So Vixie says, are those green Italy fat pack boxes rare or something? I barely see them anymore, and the USA version sells for like $500. Um, I don't know on that one. Uh, I would just say I don't know on that one because I really don't. If anybody does know, definitely help Vixie out with that one. Okay, Brendan, making sure. Yeah. So just message me on Discord, and then I'll send you the link. Yeah, drift is. I think I have. So I don't just buy, like, I'm not really collecting the merch. Like, I'll only buy it if I wear it. Which I guess is still collecting, but y'all get what I mean. Like, I'm not gonna just buy it just to have it. I have to really like the item. And I think I have the Drift Uniqlo one, which was a very, very hard find. Uniqlo is a very popular brand if y'all don't know it. It's like the UK, not UK. I don't know. It's the is it the Asian Zara? I don't want to say that wrong. I think it's like the Asian Zara. At least originally, it's everywhere now. But that was a hard one to find, and it's a white tee, so you gotta kind of chill on that one, so you can't wear that too much. So when I find a hoodie that I can rock consistently, I'm happy about that. Uh, Brendan, I love the season so far. Honestly, I really do. I've been enjoying the reloaded solos. Uh, I'm more of a solo player. It's just I just like that's just my ideal way of playing. If I play duos, I usually play with my brother. But so the fact that they came out with the reload duo solos, I'm happy camper with that one. Oh yeah, they are making the fat pack boxes. Yeah. Yeah, I really, another thing, last thing I was thinking of, so for the display, I have to get a Seal Series 1 Mega Box, bro. I have to. That, and I need the Seal video game. So where the vinyl is, I want the Seal video game, and where the Midas action figure is, I want the Mega Box back up there. So those two things I gotta do next year. Yeah, the Series 2, yeah, I think that Blowout Card is about to have that crazy sell again for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. If that joint hits 70 again, that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy. It's a natural preparation that you have to have when it comes to the blowout cards one. Even a yellow value pack box. Actually, I think I want that more than anything. I think the yellow value pack box, not so much for literal value, but I just like the yellow box, and it reminds me of the fat packs. Obviously, I will keep that one sealed because I'm not opening that to find one hollow. It's just not one or two hollows. It might be. It's two guaranteed in that, right? Two or three, something like that. Yo, I have one. I have actually like three or four of those. I'm actually, Brendan, I'm actually waiting to grade. So I'm gonna grade my top 10 favorite covers uh with PSA comics. So when they open it, I think they're gonna open it. I don't really care about grade because it's not like I'm gonna just be all PSA. I'm gonna collect CGC and PSA, but I literally have five of almost every comic, at least most of the comics that came out. So I definitely can't wait for PSA to open that up. Yo, so this is interesting, Richard, because I know exactly, like, I had a year like that. I think it was 2022 that was a little weird for Crystal Showers. But yeah, that means your 2025 about to be crazy, bro. So JT says, does anyone think David Adams scans their megas? I've never put anything good from them. Uh, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so. I would say I don't think they do, but you never know. Uh yeah, Brendan. So the PSA Comics rolls out at the beginning of the year, I think, within the first quarter of the year. Um, and I think it's fun because I really don't have to worry about grades. Like even with like some of my favorite comics, I already have them in CGC 9.8. So it really would just be for a cohesive display to go with my PSA cards. I'm excited about it, honestly. I Yeah, I feel you on that, Curry. Okay, so if all mine would just be the first 3 seasons because I have everything from 4 and up. Uh Out of all of those, I would probably say, dang, I I I guess I would have to say Royal Knight or Elite Agent, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that was what I would be most excited about more than anything, Bone Staples. What I'll say is this. I hope they do the extra styles, then I'm gonna be excited for every season. But if they're not doing the extra styles, they just released them. I would say the three will be Elite Agent, Royal Knight, Renegade Raider, Aerial Assault Trooper. Those two, but I know I won't wear Aerial Assault Trooper. I would just be happy to have them in my locker. I would wear Renegade Raider from time to time because I actually like Renegade Raider. I just think her original style is legit basic, which is not a bad thing. But like her Blaze style, her Skeletara style, all of those, the Ginger style, all of those things is fire. So yeah, but I think out of all of them, it'd probably be Royal Knight. Oh, you didn't Bone Stable, you didn't get Dusk? Oh yeah. Yeah. Dusk is a dope one. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kari. That's what I was forgetting. I need the lights for Omega. That's what I really need. I need the lights for Omega. Thank you for that, Kari. I forgot about that one. So Kari has season 3 and beyond. So so you can get some of the skins you missed. Yeah, so yeah, that I didn't get the lights. I don't get why people pay for box breaks. The fun is. Yeah, JT, I'm personally not a big fan of it either. Oh, missed out on Calamity. That's a tough one. Yeah, Warfighter, it'd be over for you, bro. Warfighter would be cemented. Yo, Warfighter, you'll be like the way I was with Lux. Like my brother was done with me. Like I think I literally wore Lux for a year and a half straight. Like I was still buying skins, but Lux was just that was just the skin. I think the I'm trying to think of the skin that made me like rotator out. I cannot remember. It had to be I wore Singularity a little bit, but it still was like Lux was the main rotation. Um, I really like Terra as well, but Terra is a dope one because with this style with the let me see. So so when it comes like I really like Terra. Once again, if y'all don't know, this is Lux face model as well. But ironically, what I hate about this skin is the shoes. These look like a weird LeBron 10, but that's gonna change soon. So them skins that you just it's just something. But this style of tear is the one I wear because I wear it with the Merriment axe pickaxe. That's that combo right there. Even like bro, who is gonna have the this skin with all the sneakers is gonna be fire though. Like these two ones because you got so much you can do so much with all of this with this skin, and then you can switch to sneakers now too. A lot of numbers is gonna change from this, that's for sure. Yeah, Renee, it's a definite. Oh, Kari, I like this question. So I definitely think um I think it's Echo. Uh I'm trying to I'm trying not to give too much away from my list. Let's see. All right, let me see. Uh, okay, I think Echo made a huge jump. I could tell you who kind of had a drop off too. Autumn Night had a drop off. Um, I think if I'm being honest, uh, damn, I don't want to say too much just yet. Yeah, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill because it's gonna be a part of the content. I'm gonna chill. So y'all answer that. Yeah, Kyrie Dynamo definitely did. I think she had I think Dynamo had a like a nice little surge moment. But another thing, so if Sparkle Specialist is in here or if he's listening to the replay, I definitely would like if you can, bro, to do it the same thing you did for series one, for series two, and series three. The reason being, for me personally, what I'm gonna do with that list is so when I'm doing my top 50 for THG, I'm gonna use that list as a tiebreaker. So obviously THG, that's our list is our opinion, but I think that list is perfect for like tiebreakers. So like hypothetically speaking, if um if me and Dylan have a let's say a 6 place gap, like so let's say Dylan has this card at at 10 and I got it at 16. Um Depending where that card falls on the list will be a great way for us to use it because now we're using based off of the way the community feels. The reason why what Sparkle Specialist did was so important is because it also shows like the buyer's pool. So like if you look at the top three. So you got Black Knight, you have Pilly, you have Skull Trooper. Those have major buyer pools. Like every time it pops up, is gonna have somebody that wants to buy it. When you get into the 20s and the 30s, there may be 3 or 4 collectors, there may be even 2 collectors, and those 2 collectors can hold up a lot of sales. But that that top 10, that top five, even the top 15, it really shows the big buyer pool, especially with based off to how the community is. So if he can do that for series two and series three, it will really help as we going through the progress of doing the end of the year list. Yeah, Warfighter, only thing is though that I feel like that is like heavy. They went too heavy on TNT Tina. Like I don't really feel the dynamo in that. Like you know what I mean? Like if you get what I'm saying, it's definitely dynamo in TNT and Tina, but I don't feel like is weird because it just feels like a different variant of TNT Tina. Like is where I think definitely think they could have did a little bit more in that. But I personally thought that that was TNT Tina and Ocean. I thought it was Ocean. The name threw me off, but I mean that's literally Ocean hairstyle from season 3, and then Dynamo. I mean, and then TNT Tina. So I don't know what that one confused me a little bit because it literally looks like Ocean and TNT Tina, but it says Dynamo. So I don't know what was going on with that one. Yeah, Kyrie. I said this though. Like Kyrie, you remember when we were talking about it last year? I f- I love the pump. I have the pump. I purchased the pump this year. Uh, but I felt that it had a high surge moment. I think that the hard thing with a weapon card is that it doesn't have as much to stand on as a skin, right? As a character. So my thing was with the pump is like it's just hard to place it that high, knowing, and that doesn't mean that it's not a great card. It's just that I do feel that it was in a better place than when we started. Kyrie can attest to that. It was pretty high up to start off, but I do think it fell off a little bit. Uh, let's see. Yeah, Ocean is first of all, Ocean is a really dope skin. I'm glad that I'm glad that somebody is collecting her. Yeah, Warfighter. It just was weird. It was really weird. I think they could have did. Me personally, I think they did so good with every other skin. I think they could have did better with that one, especially because TNT Tina is a like that is a dope skin, bro. That's a dope. Like I mean, she had a dope glider. She has everything. So, I mean, it happens. Yo, JT. Oh, I know you seen that, bro. I'm not even gonna get on that. I'm not even gonna get on that because I seen some photoshops already, and I'm like, dang, bro. Oh man, JT, don't bring that up. I seen that. I seen a couple joints like that too. That's gonna be different. Yeah, like the thing is when it comes to stuff like this, like I really try to be as unbiased as I possibly can, just for the love of the list, right? I don't care if Lux is my number one. I don't care what's get. I'm trying to place them where they're supposed to be in the pump. I did not feel it was strong enough yet because I do think it's a strong card. I mean it's the original art. It has all of those things going for it, but compared to other skins and just what the nuance you can have when you're talking about the popularity of the skin and game and the character and all that stuff, it's just hard to do that with a weapon skin. I mean with a weapon card, it really is. Yeah, JT is gonna be yeah, yeah, leave it at that. Uh yeah, Warfighter, that's what I was hoping as well. I think that especially because the other skins are so creative compared to that one, right? I don't know if it was rushed, I don't know if it got changed at the last minute. It just seems like it wasn't as thought out as the other ones for sure. Like, I mean, even like I don't like bulky skins, but what they did with Meowtis it's a masterpiece when it comes to just you get the meme skin, but you have the seriousness of Midas there. It's a great balance. Obviously, uh, Sky and Guff. Um, I mean, the females chaos director is just top tier, top tier. So I really like this joint, to be honest. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting, y'all. I'll end it here, but what I will say is any sports that y'all are following, good luck this week. Warfighter. Warfighter, that's you, that's an Eagles fan, right? I think it's you. Yeah, y'all heating up a little bit right there, man. Shout out to Kyrie and the Knicks. Uh yeah, they did screw that up. Uh Shout out to Kyrie and the Knicks. I hope everything pan out. Basketball is heating up a little bit, man. It's still early though. And then we got the tournament, the end season tournament, which is still confusing, but that's besides the point. Yeah, maybe it was on purpose, JT. Yo, Saquon with so Warfighter, real quick. The crazy thing that happened with the Saquon one, right? Uh, we were just coming back from the Bills game, and the notification popped up on my phone. ESPN said it's so weird. Like the ESPN app said, Saquon does a 360 into a hurdle. I'm like, what? I'm like, that don't even make sense. So I click on the video and I'm like, oh, he spin and did like he literally did a hurdle facing backwards. Like, I'm like, that was the craziest play ever, bro. First of all, that joint was highly disrespectful. Like that to do that mid game like that was insane, bro. That was the play of the year right there. Like, never seen anything like that. Like that joint was absolutely crazy. And then John Morant in the NBA, like what was it, the day before or 2 days before, he come and do two crazy 360s. Like, dude, don't just like if y'all played basketball or even attempted anything like that, 360 and finding where you are based off dunk is different, because the athletic ability and just being able to hang on something, but to put the touch on it too, where he jumped is Ja is different for that. Yeah, easy player of the year candidate for sure. I mean, we still got some time left, but I don't know too much that's gonna pass that one. Yeah, that was definitely risky. But Kyrie, that's what made it crazy because you can literally tell that was just instinct. Like he just instinctually just did it. Like, because that was super risky. I have a player number 17 that early on in his career, he probably did some risky stuff like that too. That instinct just kicks in, and it's insane. Yeah, I mean, Kyrie, it's a long season. I think it's gonna uh it's gonna be interesting to see how that one plays out. Yo, listen, who you think the best play? Ronnie is the best at Fortnite. Yeah, we found the Ronnie hater, man. That's funny. It's always one, but it is a lot of NBA Fortnite players, NFL too. I think I don't know who hold that title. That would be interesting to see. Hill definitely plays a lot. Tyreek Hill. I know that Ant plays a lot. Uh, Cat plays a lot too, though. Cat is nice in a couple games, specifically Call of Duty. Yeah, he need to stay in the G League for a little bit. I mean, to be honest, bare minimum, I think he'll be at least a good defensive player. Like he can definitely play defense, but he chilling. He chilling. I think that I think with some time he can shape out. I mean, the thing is when he gets comfortable, he legit can shoot. Like he does have a jumper. Like he legit can shoot. Uh he has good defense. That doesn't mean he's going to be a star player. I think he can end up being a good role player, but you never know you never know. Yeah, Bryce CJT, this is how it definitely happens. Like Bryce is legit nice. Like Bryce, Carmelo Anthony's son, Cayenne, uh Gilbert Arenas' son is nice. It's some players that it's some NBA sons that's legit like that. Now, War Fighter is. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but he's. I mean, at the end of the day, he was only a second round pick. He already is an NBA player. He's playing NBA, but now if he's gonna keep on a team, or is he gonna be a G League player? That's up to him. He has all the tangibles to be that. But he's gonna have to put in the work. You know, it ain't first time nepotism happened. That's for sure. Um, Yeah, Gilbert's son is nice. The only thing is he's not playing like top tier competition, but uh overall, I mean, he has everything that you want in a player, one thing I will say, I don't know how his defense is, but as of right now, like y'all know how it is as a high school player. He just has to manage, and I mean the NBA ain't playing too much defense. No, who even said no? Bronny, nobody said Bronny would start though. I don't think Bronny will start. I think Bronny will come off the bench. Bronny might even be like, like put it this way, in the prime of his career, I could see him possibly being like the eighth off the bench. A good defensive player. He might do good with locking up a shiftier guard or something like that. But I don't think he's gonna start or anything like that. I never said that. Yeah. Yeah, like I can see him being a strong like I can see him being like in a 8-man rotation. I don't think he'll be a 6-man. But seven or eight off the bench, third person off the bench. I could see something like that. Um he really don't I think he just has to enjoy his career, and whatever he gets from it, he gets from it. I would do the same thing for my son. So you ain't gonna hear nothing, you ain't gonna hear nothing from me on that end. If I have the chance to do something like that, uh, everybody's chance is different. Everybody gets different opportunities and have different gateways into their situation. It just is what it is. Yeah, like and like even like yeah, even Carlos Boozer's sons. Carlos Boozer's sons are really good. I do think Cayenne might end up going to Syracuse. I think he's picking next week. I hope he does. I'll definitely go to a couple of those games. That's for sure. It's not about. I mean, Warfighter is not about faith. To be honest, it's just literally like for instance, like we'll see. Like it's not about having faith. It's just that he has an opportunity and he can either take it or he can fall by the wayside. But he has the opportunity there, and Bronny does play. I mean, I don't know how much you've watched of him, but Bronny does play great defense. Like, and the thing that some people do forget that he did play against top talent his whole high school career. He got obviously he had a major um illness in college. Some people felt he should have stayed, but to be honest, it really doesn't matter. He could have stayed or he could have went to the G League. There's players that went straight to the G League, didn't even go to college, and now he's where he's supposed to be. I think he should be in a G League for a while. Be in a G League for a while, develop your game, and you go from there. Yeah, if I had to, like it's not even a second thought. And just like Warfighter said, I mean, well, not like Warfighter said, he said he doesn't belong in the NBA. A lot of people feel that way. It's for him to prove. He can either prove people right or he can prove people wrong. And it is what it is. Yeah, it does. It 100% does. Like he legit has a three-point shot. He can legit shoot. To be honest, Bryce has the overall better game completely. I do think Bronny is the better shooter, but Bryce game is smooth. Like Bryce is the one for sure. Exactly. Yeah, like I mean, Giannis had that on the team for years. Like it's just I mean, it happens. Yeah, like I don't think he'll be awesome. I literally don't even think he'll be a six man. I do think he'll probably be in that 7 or 8. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I think he'll be in that 7 or 8 range. By the way, anybody that came for Fortnite content, I hope you enjoyed the first hours, a little sports conversation there. Uh but Warfighter, yeah, we'll see. I'm not mad at your opinion on that at all because I mean it's an interesting um I mean, we've seen players like that before. We'll see how it plays out though. But yeah, 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 and I think and it's hard and Kyrie, what I think the real hard part for me is that with him being LeBron's son, I don't even think he fully understands yet. Like he's literally a kid. Like I don't think he fully understands his what it was really going on. Like I think people assume that a little too much. And like even if you think of like the Ball brothers, like LeBron, like LeVar was like consistently present because he was a retired trainer. So he kind of was able to prepare them a little bit differently. And like for instance, I think if Jello didn't mess up, Jello could have made the league. I mean, he's kind of undersized, but Jello could have at least been a spot up shooter. But it just is always interesting to see how those things play out. Yeah, I think the Bronny hate is weird. Like I get the LeBron, like people can hate LeBron all they want, but when they go to the Sun, it's just weird. Like I don't know, but I respect it. There you go, yo. One stable out, man. Sports talk be. I can't help it, bro. I be trying, but I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night, y'all. He is, yo, Melo nonchalant, bro. I actually like that he's nonchalant like that. Like, I mean, he's in Charlotte. Eventually he's gonna end up in LA somewhere. The Clippers, man. Oh God, the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is just man, low management to a different tier. Warfighter, the Sixers, bro. I don't. I hate to see the Sixers going through this because I like Joel Embiid, I like Maxi, I like Paul George. I just think I hope y'all figure it out, bro, because I like the Sixers a lot. I hope y'all figure it out. I think the Joel messed up by saying that back to back thing, and I don't know what he was thinking saying that out loud. He should not have said that. Now the NBA acting like they investigating like they didn't already know. The NBA knew that he wasn't gonna play no back to backs. That wasn't the first time they heard that. Yo, because JT, you know that's gonna draw me in every time, bro. Like, yo, but like I don't think that because it's weird. You really Joel and me shouldn't have said that because people buying tickets, you definitely don't want to hear that, especially if like it's your only time ever being able to go to a game and you go and it's one of those back to backs and he couldn't play. So I don't think he should have said that out loud. It kind of was bad for him. Yeah, Kyrie. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think Melo's ever gonna win. Like, ironically, the names tie together, but like I remember when I figured finally understood that Carmelo wasn't gonna win, right? Carmelo Anthony. Like, obviously he went to Syracuse, so that was close to me. Um, I had high hopes for Melo, and Melo had a great career when it just comes to numbers. But you could tell when a player just don't got that though. Like, they don't got that. Like, the balance between having the skill set and the want to like truthfully win. And obviously he had that chance that one year with the Nuggets. That Nuggets team was crazy, especially on 2K. But yeah, that I don't know. Oh, CJ Spiller. Yeah, CJ Spiller did have yeah, I rocked with CJ heavy. My father did. My father could not stand CJ. He didn't like how he ran to the way he ran to the outside. Like that was a Clemson. I think he coaching for Clemson right now. Yeah, but Warfighter, it reminds me of it reminds me of like when Shaq was saying that he was lazy and Kobe had called him out and then that snapped him into place and like all the OGs is calling him out. Embiid needs that. I just don't think it's nobody like that anymore because he's definitely lazy. I mean, he's definitely lazy. I won't say he's lazy, but I'll just say that he's not playing to his full potential. Like Embiid is numbers wise, I mean, dude is different, but hopefully we'll eventually get to see that. Thanks, CJ Spiller. Uh Running backs wise, Willis McGahee. The LaShawn McCoy years was my favorite though. LaShawn McCoy years, that was amazing, bro. And I know me and Warfighter share that one with LaShawn McCoy when it comes to the Eagles. Yeah, Zion was another one. And I'm not gonna lie, that was one I always knew wasn't gonna be what people thought it was. Um, I just know being that heavy and him jumping since high school, jumping that way, like since he was 13, 14 years old, being that plus 250, jumping consistently, the knees is just it's just not there. And then by the time his game change, what is his game gonna change to? And so I don't know. I think Zion still has some he's still gonna have a good career. I just don't know what his game is gonna look like once he has to develop into like a age veteran, like in that 10, 11 year mark. So we'll see with him. Yo, JT, yo, dang. Yeah, shady, bro. That was like obviously the Bills are just taking a turning point there. That's I wish we like it's just I wish McCoy could have did something uh like here, even honestly here or Buffalo or Philly. Like I wish he would have won one with Buffalo or Philly. That would have been crazy. Yeah, bro. The way he ran was just it was different. Like it was different. Like he was definitely cut on a dime like his name for sure. Yeah, I had a lot of shady 101s and I sold them during that spike, and I actually regret that one. But I had a Spectra Gold Vinyl 101. I had a couple of his joints. It was dope. Yeah. Casey, Andy got I like that he got that one in KC, and then he also got that one with Tom. Yo, yeah, I want to know something. I can't believe I'm saying this. I don't hate Tom Brady no more, y'all. I can't believe I'm saying it. I don't mind Tom Brady retired. Like I don't think he's the best commentator, but he's interesting at least. I think I don't mind Tom Brady no more. I can't believe I'm saying that. That I hope all Bills fans don't hear me say that, but I don't dislike him no more. I'm cool with him, you know. Is and I know he's great because we was suffered by him for 20 years. Uh, I got a couple. Let me see. I got a couple in here. I think I showed one on. Uh, okay, I got PSA 10 Josh Allen. This is the 2019 contender season ticket. That's the 2019 one. I want all like because I've been a season ticket holder for his whole career, so I want all his season tickets. I don't think they did something weird for the 2023 one, so I'll probably stop it there. But these is my two grails right here. So this is the atomic 1998 atomic refractors. Uh, this is the Bruce Smith one. This is the what's the number on this one? 61 out of 100, and then Andre Reed, my favorite Bills player of all time, easily. Uh, the Bruce Smith one popped up first, and this is like the original cracked ice. So like I kind of tried to mirror a lot of my collection to that, and I think the other one is in my other one. But I got some of the. Let me see. So I'm still waiting for the gold vinyl of Stevie Johnson. Wait, where the light at? Yeah, the gold vinyl of Stevie Johnson. I don't have that one yet. It's Sean McCoy. This is 5 out of 25. Uh, Lee Evans. Lee Evans. That's one of my favorite. This is the first. Like I think I was like 10 years old, and my friend's mother took us to get Lee Evans autograph at the mall. So I got a little Lee Evans PC, but it's in my other one. Then my other wide receiver. I was a wide receiver, y'all, so I collect wide receivers like Eric Moulds. This is in the Navy. A lot of people hated the Navy jerseys for the Bills. I love the Navy jerseys. I'm not gonna lie. But this is how I remember Eric Moulds because obviously I was born in 1993, so I didn't get to really experience Eric Moulds when he first came in the league. So that's the Eric Moulds I remember. Then I got the Willis McGahee, uh, X Factor, Roscoe Parrish. That was our kick returner. That one. Got this Lee Evans right here. And then so this is two sleeper ones, right? So these is cheap Josh Allen cards right here. But this Josh Allen cracked ice, bro. This joint is nuts. And it's out of 10. It's obviously a prestige. If y'all know football cards, this is not a major one or anything like that. But y'all know we collect Fortnite. And this cracked ice, I had to have that one with the red jersey. And then I got this out of 75 because it was gold. But I got a couple more joints in there, but I don't think it's in this box. I don't think so. Let me see. Oh, this was the other project that I'm gonna do is like the like I told you I'm gonna do the contenders tickets, but I'm gonna do it all the way starting to when I first became a season ticket holder, which was I think 2016. So I'm gonna get all the season tickets for those, and this is the Tyrod Taylor one, and then the LaShawn McCoy cracked ice. I gotta still get the Sammy Watkins one. I got a couple more in the other one, but then this is a sleeper one, a sleeper set right here. I love this. This is like, bro, this is like it's not a cracked ice, it's like but this is a 2013, I think. The Bowman. I think this is 2013. Yeah, 10 out of 50. So that's Stevie Johnson. Stevie Johnson is yeah, I rock with the wide receiver because with Stevie Johnson, because when I worked at Lids in the mall, anytime we was under our quota for the day, he used to buy all the hats and give them to the kids and stuff like that. So I had a good relationship with Stevie when it came to stuff like that. So yeah, you know, that's a little bit of the Bills collection. I won't go too deep into it, but yeah, that's a little bit right there. Yo, for real, I got a couple of the I got all of the legends, and then I got Stephon Diggs and even got Gabe Davis. Obviously, they moved on, but Josh and them had great years together. So I'm still trying to get the gold vinyls, some of the gold vinyls of those, and I want the and I still got to get some Robert Woods cards and stuff like that. So Yeah. So I'll leave it at that. But I appreciate y'all. Don't have me start talking sports cards, y'all. I'm trying not to. But yeah. So see y'all next week. Dylan will be back. And yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you for the sports talk, obviously Fortnite talk, and I will see y'all next time.